Hi, everybody. I'm Sandra, Mom.
Ben, son.
Uh, Welcome back, Ben. He hasn't been here since November. November, we did our anniversary video. I'll link that up below. We thought we'd give you an intro of, we thought we would give you
Update.
an update on what's been going on since November. November, December was fine. And then 2020 hit January, and it was not good. We had a number of losses.
Yeah. Like my friend, he overdosed. Last time I used drugs with him, we ended up using fentanyl, and he was dead by the morning. And so I couldn't wake him up. So that was something.
Yeah, and so that was the beginning of January, and the start of a number of losses. As I've done before, I've mentioned we had a number of losses in January. And once Ben's friend passed away from an overdose, which was really tough, you lost your job, you lost your home.
Started drinking more. I buy more liquor opposed to beer or wine. I K bottles and
Yeah. Would you say you spiraled?
I guess a bit. I don't know. I had my downs. You know, everybody has ups and downs. So
Yeah, and we're trying to see the positives. I know it sounds crazy, but that was January. From there, Ben did spiral and he started drinking more, and it got to a point where he was drinking every single day.
well, I've been doing that for a while, but
Yeah, but
more than I usually did.
and as you know, I've been helping Ben with his budget, with his money, and the more you drink, the more it costs. And it got to a point where,
I don't know. I ended up asking for all my money. Ended up blowing it within like 5 days of March. I've been broke since then. That's part of the reason why I'm like clean right now. Is because I have no money, which is a blessing in disguise. May sound not good being broke, but to me, I have food. There's food banks. I haven't been drinking for just over a week now.
yeah,
So there's some positives from it, you know. It's not all negative.
yeah,
You gotta stay positive no matter what. So I'm just trying to
yeah.
look at the bright side of things.
And I got to tell you, as the mom, I've been helping Ben with his money, and I could see the spiraling happening, and there was nothing I could do. Everything I've learned, I've set my boundaries. I was trying to help him budget. He wanted all his money, and I finally just said, "Take it." And me knowing what was going to happen, and it's like I had to do it. I had to let go and let God, and I've mentioned that before. So I transferred all the money to his account, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, what I did notice is that you realized that your money was going, and I think you started tapering yourself off. Does
I
that
tried
seem fair?
to. When I spent like hundreds of dollars within a couple of days on booze, like that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
I started seeing that. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna make it through this month.
Yeah.
So I started to drink less, but I was still drinking a whole lot every day. And then before I know it, I spent my last few dollars, and I'm like, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah.
Luckily, before I spent all my money on booze, I did go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
So that's held me through a little bit. Like I spent a little bit on food, so that was good. At least I didn't spend it all on booze.
Yeah.
But like 90% basically I spent on booze. So
And can I tell you the good thing is that the good thing is that Ben saw that his money was starting to go. So he actually thought, okay, I'm going to buy some food. He actually got in touch with his addiction counselor himself, because I had just said, it's all yours, buddy. You do what you want to do, but I am here for recovery, and I will support you when you're ready for that. So during all this time, he, unbeknownst to me, he got in touch with his addiction counselor. You guys made an appointment to go to the family doctor.
yeah,
He got a prescription for meds to help him with the withdrawal.
yeah.
and a prescription for naltrexone, which is a good thing to know. Anybody out there that may have an alcohol problem, there is naltrexone that
Also,
helps you.
I think it works for opioids, or I don't know what it said.
Yeah, I
It's
think it does.
complicated.
But naltrexone is a med that can help with addiction depending on what it is. But I know with you, it helps. Well, and I don't know. I'm not going to go any further because I'm not a doctor. But just to let you know. So I thought, wow, this is fantastic. When you told me that you made an appointment, I'm like, yeah, baby, this is good, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say this is what you have to do, that this is what you should do, and I didn't do any of that.
I felt like it was time to, because it was either I did something about it or I suffered the consequences. And I am tired of suffering.
Amen.
Tired of being dependent. I'm tired of being broke. Even though I'm broke right now, I'm not tired right now. Like, hey, I'm kind of happy I'm a little broke.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, everybody wants money. Money rules the world, so whatever.
Yeah.
That's another thing. But yeah, I did something about it, and I'm in the middle of doing something right now. I haven't been to a meeting in a while.
And because of the pandemic,
stopped
too.
going to meetings a couple months ago. I haven't been to a meeting in quite a while because I've just been binging and whatever. So
Yeah.
and even the people that I talk to stopped talking to me, and so
Yeah.
I just gave up a little bit. But now I'm trying again, and
And
it's
unfortunately,
looking pretty good right now. I feel a lot better than I did when I first stopped about a week ago. You know, so you got to go through the rough times to see the better times. They say the best things in life are always the hardest to get, or whatever,
That's
whatever
true.
the saying is.
and you went through a lot. This has not been an easy journey because he did go through withdrawal of alcohol. You did go through all that doom
Luckily, it was
feeling.
pretty minor. It
Yeah.
wasn't as extreme as it could have been because I've been tapering down. It's like I've been binging, but then at the same time I'd taper down and binge. So it wasn't like it's as hardcore as it used to be years ago when I've been drinking for years and doing drugs for years. So like I've had my extreme times, and this is not one of my extreme times.
Yeah.
So that's why I got through it relatively easy. It's still not easy, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's easier than it would have been if I had tried quitting years ago with just cold turkey, or so I'm pretty thankful in that part that throughout the months I've been trying,
Yeah.
so to speak. You can only try. You can't you can only do so much sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta call quits and call people or make appointments or.
Yeah. And Ben brings up a good point. It wasn't as difficult as maybe a year ago when you might have quit like Molly or whatever. We talk about with recover there are relapses, and unfortunately life circumstances, Ben did relapse and spiraled, and because I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you've gone through different withdrawals, this one, comparing it to other withdrawals from meth or whatever, might not be as hard, but it's still a challenge. It
felt like death to me.
Yeah.
When I was quitting drinking, the inside, it felt like I could just drop and die at any moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I went to get the prescription, because I felt like I was just going to drop.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop. I want to live.
Yeah. Amen.
I don't want to die anymore. Yeah, I used to not care about life and just do whatever the hell is in front of me. Now I want to live and
Yeah, that's great.
accomplish things. I don't know what I want to accomplish yet. I'm still
okay.
getting to that point.
Yeah.
But hell, I'm a lot farther than I have been in a long time, and this is my first week in a long time
Yeah.
being clean. So
Yeah.
the challenge will be at the end of the month when I get my money again.
Yeah.
Can't pretend like that's not there.
Yeah.
You gotta realize that there is gonna be its temptations, so to speak.
And hopefully by then the meetings will be back, because what I wanted to say is that unfortunately a lot of meetings aren't happening because of the pandemic that we're in right now. And the good thing is, because you're so clear, you aren't going out to the liquor store every day.
That's one advantage of it, is that I don't have to go anywhere every day. I used to walk 10 kilometers minimum. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. I'll be walking marathons throughout the week.
Just
Just
to
to
get,
get even one beer. I'd walk like 5-6K just to get one beer sometimes.
Yeah.
And then like I'd go walk another couple K to get a bottle or,
yeah.
you know, like
You were a slave to the
it
addiction.
was unreal. It was
Yeah.
just unreal. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I don't go back to that, you know, like I'm saying hoping because there's no guarantees in life.
Yeah.
Everybody has their boundary or their barriers they have to pass or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I
And
can say that. I can say that much.
and that is awesome. And can I just tell you, I was talking to Ben and I was telling him how amazing it is to have a conversation with you. Because we're actually having a conversation and he's not just itching to leave to go get his drink or like it's
Or I'm not drinking while I'm talking to the person. Like,
Yeah.
first thing I'd do in the morning is if I didn't finish my drink from the night before, I'd finish that. Or if I had a drink, I'd open it and walk to the beer store while I'm drinking, or the LC while I'm drinking, and then I'd have a cigarette before I go in, and then I'd like
Yeah.
24/7. It was
Yeah.
24/7.
And, you know, for those that have addiction issues, there is help out there and you have to want it. And you have to be broke.
You have to be ready
or
for it.
you have to be ready for it. And with you, Ben, what I see, and this is again my perspective, is that the year started really shitty and it got really bad. And, you know, I watched you spiral. And I know for myself, it was hard to deal with everything that was going on. And I was sober, or I am sober. And it was still hard. So, you know, I'm not making excuses, but it's sometimes shitty things happen for you to get to where you are. And I don't like saying rock bottom. It's like you have to hate it enough to change it. And I always say to Ben, when you quit, you have to go through that discomfort because depending on what you're going through and if you are struggling with a substance use disorder, you know, like with Ben, it's been a number of years and, you know, it's going to take time to get back. And we're trying to heal your body.
One thing you got to remember is you got to remember the discomfort. Because I know countless times where I've gone through the discomfort, felt good, and been like, yeah, I'm blessed. Let's go out and do some whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And then you're right back in it, and then you have to go through that discomfort again.
Yeah.
And you already know what it was like the first time, so you don't want to do it again, so that keeps you on it even longer, and then you're not even quitting because you're scared to quit. That's what it was with me. I was afraid to quit drugs. I was afraid to quit alcohol because of the withdrawals. I did not want to die or
Go
feel
through it.
like shit or...
Yeah. I know, and it's that
know,
vicious circle.
It's a super vicious circle. And it never ends.
No.
Never
but
ends.
we're celebrating where Ben is today because, Ben, you're rocking it today. One day at a time, 1 minute at a time. Get the support. I'm hoping, and this is my hope, I hope that Ben gets in touch with those support people that he's met, whether it's at a meeting or wherever, and continue. And know, Ben knows, I'm there for his recovery. I'm there to support you. But come, he gets money at the end of the month. If he wants it all and he's going to decide to do what he wants, I know for me, I have to just let it go and let him go broke and let him do whatever he needs to do. And it tears my freaking heart out because I know where it goes. But I think we've come a long way where you understand where I'm at. I understand where you're at. And Ben knows I have his back and that I will support recovery. And we're going to take it one day at a time. And we're going to stay healthy. And you've been exercising and riding your bike. So, yay.
Yeah, I go for rides around the block every now and then.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go a couple times a day just to get outside. So weather's getting nice now. Like,
beautiful.
hell, we barely had a winter. But,
Yeah.
you know, I get out to ride. Fresh air, you know.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's our update now. Stay tuned. We will definitely keep you posted. Stay healthy. And we will see you soon. And remember, where there is breath, Ben,
There's hope.
yes, there is. And keep the spirit to live. Cheers. Take care, everybody.
Peace.